My name's Alex Fleming. We're out here at the 2025 King of the Hammers. So a lot of people know King of the Hammers for the Race of Kings and the 4400 class. That's the big dogs and the really expensive cars, big tires, a lot of horsepower. But we race in the Everyman Challenge, which for a lot of the people that come out here and watch, it's a way more relatable class. We're racing in the stock class, so this is a very relatable rig. This is a 4Runner. This is built like a lot of trail rigs out here. Obviously it has some extra metal welded in places that you might not need for a trail rig, got a full roll cage, but it's using off-the-shelf suspension parts that you can put on your rig. Our brake kit is something you can buy and put on your 4Runner at home. And a lot of this stuff is relatively obtainable and a lot more affordable than some of those big race cars. So it's also a whole new challenge. We're racing a lot of the same trails as those big trucks, and we're doing it on 35-inch DOT tires and a lot less suspension travel and a lot less horsepower. So it's a whole new challenge.
Yeah. But you know, Jeep's kind of where the base plan was, and when you brought the Toyota in and now the Broncos, it's interesting to see the different styles of stock cars out there racing.
Yeah, and I may be mistaken, we're probably one of the only IFS cars in the 4600 class without portals.
Oh,
so,
that's a good call. You're right, because all the Broncos have the portals.
Yep.
What a run! We had a little bit of a mistake on the first uphill rock section. We ran it in high pre-running and the truck had enough power to get through it. We kind of popped off the line a little bit, but had to drop her in low. It crawled up after we reset, and then we just kind of settled into the pace in 4 low all the way through. Figured shifting at the short course again would be a bad move, so we just stayed in high or in low and did what we could.
My name is Hayden Deathridge, co-driver of the 4628. Being the co-driver, I'd say is pretty important, especially for this race. There's a lot of ways you can get lost out there, so just trying to say, hey, we need to go up that canyon, or take a right here, hit this VCP, whatever it is. But then once we do get into the rocks, especially just because we're 4600 car, there's definitely some winching involved, and so being able to get out, pull the winch, and have him keep driving through it is pretty critical. With what we saw in the Desert Challenge, a lot of little gotcha rocks, but the course this year seems reasonable, so we're just gonna try and pick a steady pace and just try and get finished. That's our biggest goal.
Right now, we are nut and bolting everything on the car. We're putting some fresh parts on. We've just been beating on the car. A lot of the components we're replacing we raced on in the Desert Challenge. So we're giving ourselves the best chances, fresh CV axles. We did fresh limit straps. We went to a slightly shorter brake line for the R1 Concepts brakes, just to package everything a little bit better. I'm opening again, ready?
Yep.
Do you want to do this side again or no? Yeah, we might as well. And then lastly, we're trying just a couple more things to see if we can get our second gear issue on the transmission dialed in.
No, that's after I force it into 5th gear. A few seconds later, it's like clicks into gear.
Other than just going through the car, I love to be involved on the prep side of things. It makes me feel good. It makes me confident that the car is going to be solid on race day. But hydrate and hopefully go to bed early. That's pretty much it.
That's that 2-3.
It's a beautiful day here in South California. Today, of course, is the Yokohama Everyman Challenge. Now,
So about 150 miles of some of the gnarliest terrain we can find right here in Johnson Valley.
this is the 2025 Optima Batteries King of the Hammers.
Work on re-racking. We honestly had a really smooth first half of the desert lap, and coming into the bottom side here down below pit 2, we caught a rock with our front left tire, gave us a flat, and we needed to come in here to re-rack a spare tire, and we wanted them to just check over that front left corner because that's where we took the hit, but it cracked our diff case. So we're swapping in our spare diff, and we're going to get the truck rolling. We also noticed a crack on our spindle.
I've got one.
So we're going to get the truck back to main, weld that crack, and then take back off, try and have a nice clean desert lap and get this thing into the rocks.
Sweet.
Yeah, we're past.
We got the front end.
We're in.
Full.
Dream evergreen, even if the oceans apart. Set levels when the solar enhance. Get set and now we roll in the R's. Jet set to me owning my path. Gang fish never moving with caution. Too now sick, now assuming my role. Bandwidth, EQ and distortion. Bandage through the roots of my soul. Say again, no room for this vortex. Vantage got me cruising it on. All the roof and the pain that it causing. They ran through with the food that they own. Gang fish never moving with caution. Too now sick, now assuming my role. Bandwidth, EQ and distortion. Bandage through the wounds of my soul. Say again, no room for this vortex. Vantage got me cruising it on. All the roof and the pain that it causing. They ran through with the food that they own.
They're stuck in traffic behind a couple of 4800 cars, so hoping they'll hoping they'll be able to sneak past them and get moving. Once they hit here, we have the top of or outer limits and spooners, and then they're home free. So if they can get through that, which is probably some of the bigger stuff out here on this course, then we'll bring home a finish.
And what time is it right now?
It's 5 o'clock, 5:06.
And what's the cutoff?
6:30. It's gonna be tight.
All right.
Like, I remember these rocks.
That dude's broke.
Oh, dude,
What a day. I am exhausted but relieved. We've been working 5 years to get this thing across the finish line here, and I don't know if it's in time or not, but it doesn't matter to me. I'm just glad to be here.
In the park, never seen light straight thrown in the dark. Ever gleam bright with its token of bark. Forever dream, ever green, thinking the oceans apart. Set levels when the solar enhance. Get set when now we roll.